basement apartment I rented with you. Remembering the holiday party we had with the crew. Romeo was roaming the garden. Saturday was spent in a parking lot. Gave it all we got. It was so with you. Following the leader down 8th Street to get what we can. Crawl up the walls, make a few calls to the man. Promising the prominent angle. Find the square feet of the triangular man who always had the land. What's new?
Hello. Sunday evening. A lot of walking today during the day and in the evening. I finished the cookies that I couldn't finish yesterday because if I have it in my home, I'm doomed. So now I exterminated all sugar and I can start again my no sugar thing tomorrow. So wish me luck, because I was going to start today, but the cookies are stronger, unfortunately. A lot of thinking today, because that's what I do when I walk. My music and my thoughts, basically. And I realized one thing, you know how I like to dig into my head, connecting what is happening in my body to what is happening in my life. My radiator says hi. And I like to can explore different areas and like finding a connection where there supposedly is no connection. But hear me out. So I'm sure everybody heard about chakras, right? Like 7 chakras. This is kind of like right from the esoterics. So in that theory of chakras, if something in your body that is in the area of that chakra is sick, like you're doing something wrong, this is a signal that your body sends to you. And I started remembering, so I have low thyroid, I have Hashimoto's autoimmune disease. So it's like every morning I have to take my pills. So I have low thyroid, low metabolism. And I started remembering when it started happening. And I was talking to my friend, and somehow we got into this, that this is actually the 3rd chakra, which is responsible for your voice, but not like physical voice, but your voice in the meaning like expressing yourself. And in my case also, it is autoimmune, so it's like my body, I myself attack myself. So the first time I remember I had something, like when something went wrong with my thyroid, it was at school. So since my childhood, I was acting. First it was in kindergarten, then it was like school theater. I was expressing myself. I was very happy about it. And everything was great. For the last 3 grades, I changed schools. I left the school where I had the opportunity to express myself. And the last 3 years of school, I was just studying languages like crazy. German, English. And that's the first time when I heard that something's wrong with my thyroid. So something was wrong. Like I went through some treatment, my test results got better, but I was not expressing myself. And I went to the university to keep studying languages, and sometime later I realized, no, this is not what I want to do. I can't not do what I love. And I started trying to enter an acting school, then I entered film school, and basically I went back to expressing myself. And I had 0 problems with my thyroid. However, as soon as I graduated from the film school, I moved to the US. I got married and moved to the US. And first, probably 2 or 3 years, everything was fine. Because I went to college where I had like a film and theater class where I was expressing myself. I went to film school here. I was expressing myself. But later, my test exams started getting like worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, and I was put on pills. And that's when I stopped expressing myself. When I started doing script supervising, job that I hated. And that's when I felt even more of the pressure that my husband put on me, that I have to change this, I have to change that. And there were multiple attempts of him trying to put me in an office and not basically make me not pursue my dreams. But it was kind of wrapped in manipulation that made me make these decisions. And at some point I even left. And my test results got worse and worse and worse and worse. And the dosage of my medication got higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. And I know quite a few people with Hashimoto's. Nobody takes the pill that is as high dosage as mine. And it became autoimmune, I guess, when I'm trying to kind of like psychologically connect the dots, when the thoughts were put into my head and I myself made decisions to stop expressing myself, stop trying. So I wonder what my test will look like when I see my doctor again. I have an annual soon where she will check the levels. And I wonder. Of course, stress adds. There is this factor as well, because the past 3 years have been pretty much nightmarish. I did a test like a week after COVID and it was crazy. The numbers were nuts. But she ran another test and that was pretty good. I want to ask her what my test should look like to give her a reason to lower my medication. I wonder. They say that if they put you on this, it's like a forever thing. But, I hate being dependent on something. So I wonder if I really start following my inner voice, I'll express it, not allow any manipulation. Will it in any way change the way my thyroid behaves and feels? And will it maybe, go into remission and stop attacking itself? Because basically it's like my antibodies, they attack my own thyroid gland. I don't know, because things do change. I used to have a knot there that was growing crazy, and I biopsied it. It was negative, but a few years later, the doctor I was seeing, she was doing an ultrasound, and she's like, there is nothing there. It's not there. If it were not in your history, I would never believe, looking at your thyroid right now, that you had a knot. I would never believe that. So things change, things do change. So I wonder if my body can heal itself if I listen to it. Because I do believe that human bodies are capable of so much. There were so many cases of people healing themselves without any reason, where doctors were just, it's a miracle. I don't know how you did that. But I'm pretty much sure that what had changed was here. You know, like sometimes people who think they are kind of on a death row, that's it. They stop limiting themselves, and they fulfill their wishes. They start living life to the fullest. They stop limiting themselves even in such things like expressing what they feel to other people. They start finally setting boundaries, not allowing other people manipulate them, and the disease steps back. So it's kind of like my little experiment. I want to see what will happen. Because I do see a connection here. I do. I just hope I'm not past that point of no return, because, you know, sometimes there's that. But we'll see. Hope you all had a great Sunday. Monday, new week. Again, new life. Once again. Tomorrow, starting over again and again and again and again. Yeah, never give up. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.